Hi everyone, welcome to the Stitchin Post, and this is Knitting with Nancy, and I'm here with Trish today, and I want to welcome you to our spring knit along. As the first video I did introduced you to what we were doing, today we're actually going to start. So I am using the Amano yarn Samé, which was new this spring from Amano, and it is cotton bamboo yarn. You can go up to our website at stitchinpost.com to look for the different colors, which I think is a beautiful palette. We are doing the Abrielle little top. Now again, Fern, who's going to wear this next year, is going to wear it more as a vest, so you could put a little tank or something under it. But you don't have to, depending on what, but it's a really sweet little pattern. And it is in Berroco's Volume 7 book, which is also available up online. So a few things I want to go over today that's really important for starting to get you going. And the first is to do a gauge. You must do a gauge in pattern. Any questions, give me a call, please. Why is a gauge so important? It's important because you want your garment to fit. If you don't do a gauge and you're off by even a half a stitch per inch, it will either come out too small or too big, and you won't like me. So please, 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 please do a gauge first. What I want to show you today, though, using the cast on bind off book, which you know I've all loved, I've been showing it a lot, I did a different cast on for this. And Trish is going to come up really close to show you this edge. It is called a German twisted cast on. I first learned this a number of years ago from Catherine Lowe, and I have really liked it for sweater. It's still a long tail cast on, so it has a little give to it, but it's a little bit firmer than your standard long tail cast on. So to go forward, and I'm just going to lay this over here and show you. Now, for those of you who've watched some of my other videos, and I'm going to explain when we do a long tail cast on, most times we have to measure out, how many wraps per inch to how many yards to take out to do it. No, I'm going to teach you an easy way. Because you've already bought a number of skeins, you can use 2 skeins, or you can take your outer edge here and your inner edge here. Now, unfortunately, my outer one's connected to my sweater. I forgot my extra skein at home. You are going to start with a slip knot, roughly 6 to 7 inches in. This slip knot is not a stitch. And I'm going to repeat that. The slip knot does not count. It's just an anchor. Now I want to let you know that whatever yarn you do not want to knit with, because we're going to cut one later, to me goes on my thumb. The reason why is because we're going to use our thumb, it sometimes untwists this. Does it make a huge difference overall? No. Makes no difference in your cast on, but I just like, if you're going to pull from the inside or the outside of your yarn, I just put the one I'm going to cut over my thumb. So just like regular long tail, a wishbone with your thumb and index and come down. The difference in, if regular long tail cast on, we come up through our thumb, wrap our index, and come back down. German long tail twisted is come up to the center, down through the thumb, wrap around and grab my index finger, And see this twist right here? Untwist it by bending your thumb and come straight down. Let go of the thumb and pull. Here we go again. Up through the center, down through my thumb, around to grab my index finger, untwist my thumb and come straight down. Again, and you can always reposition. Up through the center, down through my thumb, wrap around to my index, and come back through. And I've undone that twist. Let me do a few more a little quicker, and so that I can show you, you can grab speed with this, just like you can with regular long tail. But what I want to show you is, and if Trish can look how pretty that is of a cast on. I'm gonna do a few more and then I'm gonna do regular long tail so that you can see. Again, up through my thumb, up through the center, down through my thumb, wrap around to my index, come back, and come straight down from whence I came. And again, do you see how I'm kind of rocking the stitch? I don't want it to create too loose of a stitch. Now, regular long tail, let me do a few. And sometimes regular long tail, I'm not saying one is better over the other. What I'm commenting on or showing is the difference in look. That's the German, and this is regular. So you've put a little twist in here. Again, you can see the difference. Here's the German and here's the regular long tail. Now the pattern tells you just to cast on stitches. I chose to do this cast on because I think it's pretty and I like it. You do not. They make, if we look at this book, over 100 ways of just how to cast on, much less the 100 to bind off. You could use your favorite way, whether it's regular long tail, backwards loop, knitted on, cable cast on, whatever you like. I just think this makes a pretty edge, and I like how it wrapped at the bottom. So I'm gonna leave you with that today and let you get started so that for the next week you should have your gauge, and if you've hit your gauge, you should have started here on doing your peplum. I hope you have fun with this and enjoy the pattern. I certainly have. It is a quick knit. This is not slow because once you get started up into the main body of it, it's the same pattern, 20 rows repeated up until your underarms. Next week I'm going to show you how to tie on a new ball of yarn in the center with, I believe it's called the Russian join. And I will show you how to do that if you need to learn how to do that. Enjoy your week, and I'll talk to you again next week. Bye-bye.